Hello my beautiful badgers, Messy Coda back again with another asset store review. This time it is the zombie collection from Knife Entertainment. 7 gruesome zombies available for you to put into any family friendly PG or U project you might want to do. They are disgusting and vile. I'm not showing these to the kids at all, ever. Oh my word, that is beautiful. Beautiful badger. Sit back and join. I'll see you all in a second. Here I am inside the zombie collection from Knife Entertainment. They are beautifully scary. Look at the teeth on this badger. It's disgusting. His intestines coming out. I wonder if maybe he was hung by the neck and then his intestines came out as he was cut. But if you look over here, he's got a crash on the head. That could indicate how he died. That's a good sign. I think he died in a fight. We might suggest that. Let's do the one by one roll call. Okay, so first freaky little zombie. He is truly disgusting. Intestines hanging out, bits of muscle, clothing. You can see the bone through there as well. The spine at the back peeking out through the tissue. Disgustingly disgusting. Bit of hair on the top as well. Down at the bottom. He's got his shoes and his legs. Clothing material, a bit shiny. I would scale those down. Now we go to the crone. A little bit more understated. Lovely young lady. Huge boil, pus filled. Oh, it's just bursting out of the skin. Why would she become like this? I don't know. It's what happens with this kind of zombification. That's disgusting. Maybe she had those before she died. Maybe she's a plague victim. Maybe she's a plague victim and then she died. Could well be. This beautiful brute here, similar kind of pus-filled boils, so much that he's actually lost an eyeball from them. So he lost a bit of his ear as well. So we see his hands, his nails. Disgusting. Oh my word. Beautifully vile. And here he is with his clothes taken off. So you can see all of the goodness. He's actually had an operation. So maybe this person got zombified on purpose. Or he had his organs taken out and they thought he was dead. The butcher. This is the butcher with the dirty clothes. And that's the butcher with the clean clothes. Not entirely clean, but you know, he's dead. So I don't know how clean you're going to get. It's going to get soiled no matter what happens. You can see his skin just peeking through there. So that's nice. That's a nice touch. There was a slice there, cut through the clothes and it cut through the skin. That's a nice touch. Again, another piece from the ear missing. Bit shiny. Scale that shininess down a touch, I would. This guy is my favourite with that jawbone. And he's got a hat. That the hat can actually come off. You know what? Let's. There we go. And if I turn off that hat and go back to the full screen. So here he is without the hat on his head. Oh, the bones peeking through. That's me. Look at that. Oh, it's vile. Beautifully vile. This guy's a little bit more. The LODs, I don't know what's going on. I think because of how he's got the lodding done. See, to tell you the truth, the structure of these prefabs here. So if I go here, you see. It's got LODs set out that way. I would have liked these to have been organized a little bit cleaner in the structure. There's one little gripe, just because I just think it's just a bit messy, all just thrown in like that. So there, anyway, that's me. That's my 2 cents. And then we got this chap over here, looking beautiful. Oh my word! Now that jaws do work, they do scream in the animations. Beautifully done. I like variation on these textures. That would be nice. They were a bit, you know, much of a muchness, all dark. Well, there you would be, you know, they're rummaging around in all the places to get brains that you would, like the brain shop. So they're off digging up corpses and eating people. Oh, look at all that blood. You get two versions of each one put in here, not because they're different models, but because they're using different animations. We've got a set of sometimes one-handed and then a set of two-handed, and sometimes a set of one-handed and then with a torch as well. Now there are 7 different models in this pack and 10 animations in one set and 10 animations in another. So you could say 20 animations per zombie and 7 zombies, that's 140. They are very, very, very similar, I have to say. I was a little bit put out because I saw these fires and I figured, you know, zombies wouldn't like fire, so it's a bit odd that they do have the fire here. But then I realized that these are all humanoid rigs, so we can just change these animations out to be anything you want and even mix and match the animations between the different models. Now, bear in mind, if you do that, you would notice that sometimes they're not perfectly laid out for each other, such as the hand placement for the two-handed animations. It's not so much of a problem if you're mixing the one-handed animations, but the two-handed, you'll notice that the second support hand isn't in the right position. You'll have to tweak that yourselves. Oh my word, this crone, she is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. This fellow is the only one who's got the ability to take off his shirt, which is very upsetting because I would have loved all of these to be able to take off their shirts. At least these ones here, that the shirt's already cut and exposed. It would make sense. And this fellow here would be great if he could be shirtless. But this guy's in a complete... You couldn't do this guy shirtless. I'll give you that one because he's got an overalls on there. So let this guy remain clothed. But this one, I don't see why they couldn't be shirtless. I don't see why they can't be shirtless. It'd be a nice request to put over to those good people at Knife Entertainment. Also, would like this, because here, you can turn off his apron here. You can even turn off his belt. But what you can't do is take off this top part here, which is odd. So I'd love that to be a version of this guy without this top part of his apron. Also, this fellow is the only one to have an alternate version of the material. He's the only one to have a dirty version, so you can have clean and dirty. Bear in mind, you can turn off and turn on his glass. So this little fellow here, he's got glass shards. You can turn off and off, turn off and off, turn off and on if you want. I'm going to click play in a second so you can see the different animations. Before I do, I'm just going to move these over a touch here. There we go. That's better. I'm going to just duplicate this little chap over there. So here he is. And I'm going to grab this, where? Not that one. The butcher. So butcher two-handed. Just going to throw in the two-handed. Here we go. So you can see the difference between the two of them. Another weird thing that I noticed is that the weapons are all put in to a single mesh. Here, the sub meshes on a main, which didn't make much sense to me. I mean, having them like this, I don't understand what the benefit of that is. I'd love to have had them separated. Here you got 2 different types of sickles. You get like more crude sickle and a more industrial made sickle. Then a beautiful knife. Look at that knife. Beautifully done. Love these weapons. Here we've got a harpoon, although it's called a spear. It's called a spear, but it's actually a harpoon because here you've got the hoop that the rope would be put through to pull it back. We've got a pitchfork, different cleavers and axes, two-handed axes, a two-handed hammer and a one-handed axe. So a nice collection of weapons in this pack as well. Not to forget, you're also getting that torch. Okie dokie. Should we click play and see what happens? Yeah. I know you want to. So here we go. Click play. You can see the collection of all the different animations going off in a row. So all these animations are now running. And you would expect, if they're all identical animations copied for the different characters, that they would be looking exactly the same. But even the idols and the look-arounds slightly different. The attacks, as you can see, slightly different between them. These two are the same because they're using the same animation controller. But as you can see, the hand placement is not perfect. So the hand placement for this fellow, the root doesn't match as it should be. So you can tweak those yourself. Those are the mix and match animations that they've got in there. And even that one, we could kind of cheat, and you could go, you know what, it's the axe that's at fault, and there we go, like that. So you could do little tweaks to make them more usable between the different models. But you can see here, like, here is his true two-handed animation set, and they're completely different to the butcher's one. Well, I say completely, somewhat different between the two. So yeah. What do I think of this pack? I think these zombies are lovely. I really do. Well, lovely, as lovely as zombie can be. Their necks were a little bit odd in that they're stretched. Somebody was complaining about the mouths not being animatable, but as you can see, they are. So I don't know what that was about. Here we go. It's swiping in. So the stretching on the necks is the only weird thing that I noticed. Textures on these zombies are great. Not too sure why they've got fire, so I don't understand that one. It'd be nice to be able to have them have their clothes variation. This guy really freaks me out. The way that his jaw moves as well. Just, oh man, look at that! Look at that! It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. Oh, I'm not showing this to the kids at all. Oh my word! No way the kids are going to see this back. Disgusting zombies. Yeah, so it'd be nice if they could have their clothing changing, or even if they can't, give us some variations on the materials. So more textures, have dirty textures, cleaner textures, maybe different coloured clothes. We can obviously do that ourselves if we've got a favourite graphical editor tool. But this, like here, why not do a different version of this top here that he's wearing? Shame there's only one female in this pack, and she's the crone. We say that. I'm assuming. No, this is a fella. That's a fella. Yeah. That's a fella. So yeah, there's only one female in this pack, and it's this crone. So it'd be nice to have had more. These do look good. They're not like a completely different style that's not interchangeable with other assets from the asset store. So you could mix these zombies with other zombies on the asset store, and they would work well. Yeah, looking for more ladies, more zombie ladies, then I would love Knife Entertainment to provide us more zombie ladies, really. More variation, more different types of zombies. Brilliant pack. Currently on the sale, 50% off. Recommend it at 50% off, definitely. Especially as these are humanoid and not a custom rig, so with custom animations. So even if you're just looking for a set of animations for your zombies, you're getting those as a bonus in here as well. Wouldn't really say it's 140 different animations, because there's slight tweaks between the two. Oh, yeah, they did got a little bit cheeky with the number of animations, but as you can see, all lined up, they are different. So technically, they are different. Give them that one. So if you like these videos, you want to see more, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below. Tell all your friends, random people on the street, that Messi is playing about with the zombies and their stretchy necks. So if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.